We have been camped with Dave's cousins outside of Little Rock. It's been the best 3 or 4 days. We camped with Billy and his wife Tracy. These cousins have lived in Arkansas, and they would come back to Montana every summer and hang out with Dave. So
yeah, when I was a kid, they'd come up to Montana and work on our grandparents' ranch, and spent summers with us. And then, you know, you become teens, and then you grow up and you move on. And yeah, I'd seen Billy one time in 40 years, and then John, his wife Dolly, came up for the evening and had some great food and enjoyed the company, and hadn't seen Johnny since, or is it John now?
I think it's John.
It's John now, but I hadn't seen John since he was Johnny. That was 40 years ago. But it was like, it was weird. It's like I just never left off, you know. Yeah,
and one thing that it made me more aware of, and I think about it from time to time, but how blessed we are that this life affords us, that we can just come and visit people we haven't seen in 40 years, you know.
Yeah, it reminded me and made me feel like I regret not staying in touch with so many other people, not just them, but other people in my life, and that I don't want to do that anymore.
I can see that. Yeah.
Life has a funny way of just happening, and
yeah, and other people's lives happen, your lives happen.
Years go by, and more years go by.
Pretty soon it's 40 years.
Pretty soon it's 40 years, like, hey, how you doing? Hey, your beard's gray. Hey, so's yours.
Yeah. Anyway, it was just a great time, and I'm so happy I was able to meet them and hang out.
So they recommended that we take Highway 7. It's a real scenic road through Arkansas, and then we're gonna, after we go up 7, we'll cut over into Oklahoma. But so we left camp and we just went up Highway 7 ways, and it's just beautiful. We pulled into a national forest campground. I think it's Belle Fourche.
This is the first national forest campground we spotted on that Highway 7. This is $5 a night.
It used to be a whole $8, but because the water's turned off, it's $5 a night. There's a river runs right across the campground, and it's just a beautiful, quiet spot. One other guy looks like he's set up house for a while. It says, well, you can stay here 30 days.
Yeah.
That's like $150 a month.
Wow. I love it. I love it. I love these campgrounds. Yep. So we're going to head on down the road this morning and show you what we see. Good morning, sunshine.
Hi, pistol girl. Rough night of sleeping.
It takes her a couple hours to get going in the morning. I can relate. This is the Ozark National Forest. We're definitely gonna have to come back sometime when it's
definitely
when it's clear.
I'd love to get the drone up and fly over that.
Yeah, well,
I love these purple trees. We've been seeing these all the way through Tennessee, Missouri, Kentucky, into Arkansas, and I have a phone app. It's called Picture This. You can take a picture of almost any trees, leaves, or flower, and it'll tell you what it is and all about it. And it's the eastern redbud. And I found some in Kentucky, down one, and I cut some logs out of it, just carved some spoons out of it. It's just beautiful spoon wood.
Well, should we head on down the road?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's head on down the road, girl. Spooky.
You've never liked thunder lightning, have you?
No, I never have.
We're at a crossroads.
Yeah, we're in Jasper, Arkansas. Long and winding road, Highway 7.
Beautiful drive. beautiful drive.
Definitely have to come back when the weather's cooperating. The road was kind of making me car sick though, if I'm being honest, so.
So we're gonna start heading west into Oklahoma, but with all the windy road, we have two choices. Here in Jasper, we can take a windy road that connects to a main road, or go up,
Further up the windy road.
up, and then back down. So we're at a crossroads, and I think we're leaning towards taking a short break and then just going left.
Yeah, heading west from here.
Through Jasper. We
don't have a place to stay, which is not a surprise. There's a trailhead up the way maybe we could check out, or if we see like boondocking spots or picnicking areas or something. But pretty wicked storm rolling through.
Just not fun to drive in this.
No. It's early still. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's been dark all day and it's made me exhausted. Like I feel like it's 8 o'clock at night.
I know. Huh.
So much for running a workout, huh?
Yeah. I never minded running in the rain with a house, but then you come in the house, you throw your clothes in the washer and you jump in a hot shower, and it's no fun bringing wet clothes into a van.
It's true. Yeah.
So we gotta get away from the rain.
Yep.
Let's go find a place away from the rain.
Let's go west. Ooh, wild turkey. Was that good? That sound like a turkey. Could I call him in? I mean, he wasn't convinced, so I don't know how good it was. This is steep and windy. The sign warned us about this. Thought this could be a possible overnight, but there's signs that say no overnight. Could be flash flooding, and since it's stormy and rainy, probably not a good idea, but it's a cool spot. You threw your arm out? Well, let's see if we can't find a spot to spend the night somewhere. Might as well get dinner going while we're driving. Huge elk herd. I did not expect to see that. Billy did tell us that there's a herd up here though.
Yeah, so this is the Buffalo River area, and there was probably 30 head in that bunch. I saw a couple spike bulls and a lot of cows. I'm sure the bigger bulls are off in the trees, but there was an eastern subspecies of elk in these Ozarks that became extinct in the 1840s, I think is what I read. And then in 1981, they took a herd of like 112 Rocky Mountain elk and reintroduced them into this Buffalo River area, and sounds like they've been doing okay, but obviously they're still here. Yeah. So that was cool to see them.
Yeah, I'm always excited to see animals.
Except when I'm driving and they're in the road.
yeah, which is why I want to find a spot to queue up for the night. I don't want to be on this road. Are you smelling ribs already?
Ribs are smelling good.
Oh yeah. Dinner time. We're queued up at a Walmart in Huntsville. We could not find a boondocking spot other than this, so we're gonna overnight here and then move on tomorrow. I think there might be a campground tomorrow in our future. So good. That's nice having it cook while we're driving. Didn't we? I'm gonna add more barbecue sauce because I'm crazy. All right, see you guys in the morning. So we left Huntsville, Arkansas this morning. We're still in Arkansas. We headed north. We're at the Pea Ridge National Monument. More on that in a second. But I wanted to show you this bald eagle footage we got last night. Well, yesterday afternoon on our way to that Walmart. That beautiful back road drive. We saw the elk, which we showed you. But further down the road, in a river, like just hanging out, probably hunting, fishing.
I've seen a lot of bald eagles in a lot of places, but usually they're in the air or in trees. This one was in a river. There was a small little gravel spot in the river, and he was standing there staring at the current go by. It's still, and I just kept thinking, I've never seen an eagle at the water's level, and I was like,
I spotted it real quick, and then we turned around and check out the footage we got. Isn't that incredible?
There was no place to park. I had to kind of drive by real slow. There was no traffic, but I'd like to sit there and watch to see how he is fishing.
Oh, yeah. Dave is going to tell you why we're at this Pea Ridge National Monument.
While we were camped with my cousin Billy and his wife Tracy, she does a lot of work with Ancestry.com and started doing a bunch of research on my lineage, my grandparents on my dad's side, the Carries. My grandma was, her last name was Stockton, and she lived to be quite old on the homestead in Montana where I lived, and I actually met her dad, my great-grandfather, when I was young. He died when I was 8. And then farther up the line, my third great-grandfather, Joseph Stockton, she found out fought here at Pea Ridge. He was with the Union Army with Illinois and fought here, and many other pretty large Civil War battles, was wounded in one and taken prisoner and escaped on the way to Libby Prison, which, if you know anything about Libby Prison, that was probably a good thing. But it's strange because in one battle he fought in the Atlanta campaign for under fire for like 60 days or some insane thing, where I think all these little things with that guy in the war, he was in the war for over 3 years, and any little thing happened and I wouldn't be here today.
It's true. He hadn't had kids yet. He was a young man.
No, so
wow.
Anyway, it's just weird. My cousin called me this morning and said, "Hey, you're near Pea Ridge that our great-grandfather fought at." Wild. So maybe kind of need to go see that. So it was only 20-minute drive. Yeah.
Now the visitor center is closed. Everything's closed here, but it's a driving tour. So we're just gonna drive and see what we see and share that with you. And we'll see you on the other side of that. I think we're gonna be in Oklahoma next time we talk to you. Carry on.
Carry on.